we have the spiritual world on one hand and the material world on the other. Now, what if I told you that the spiritual and the material were but one in the same? For so long, religion has led us believe that the secular, that the profane was the opposite, separate, the antithesis of the divine, of the holy. But when we embark on this spiritual journey, we are embarking on a journey to bridge the divide and make those two one. As human beings, our intellect loves to interpret the world through labels. And labels and these judgments that we have allowed us to create this wonderful human society, this advanced civilization. It's allowed us to communicate. It's allowed us to love. It's allowed us to create beyond our just physical being. But the labels limit our experience of reality. When we say, wow, that's a big tree, that's a beautiful woman, it's a nice day outside, we're focused on the secular. We are making the divine secular because this entire experience of reality is a divine manifestation around us, right? All is divine. And when we consistently put labels on the world outside of us, we are bringing ourselves further away from the truth. We are further distancing ourselves from the oneness, the inherent unity of this creation. We are focused on the particulars. The particulars take us away from what it means to be one, from what it means to be true. And the closest we have to that is when we're birthed as a child. We come out pure awareness. We come out with these eyes that are just in awe, curiosity and innocence, just a blank slate of awareness, taking in the world, not judging. When a baby looks up at you and you goo goo gaga, it is just looking with pure innocence, acceptance, love, forgiveness. It's not telling you you're ugly. It's not telling you that you need to get a job. It's not telling you that you're not doing enough or you're a bad husband. That baby is just looking at you in your perfection, accepting, loving you. And at some point along the way through this socialization process, we're taught to label, we're taught to judge, we're taught to separate, which, yes, is useful for us to develop as human beings, but we take it too far. We take it too far because we need a label for everything. And I've realized that no matter what, our entire existence is dependent upon labels. You say, oh, like, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, what time? We're caught in the particular. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful baby. How old is the baby? 3 months, particular, right? We say, wow, that's a beautiful painting. What did you use to paint it? Oh, I used acrylic paint, particular, right? We're so caught in putting a label and understanding the world without just appreciating it. We constantly seek this understanding of the world without just an accepting. Got a little bike behind me. We constantly look at the world through the lens of judgments and labels. And our labels limit our experience of reality because when we can just appreciate where we are in this present moment, there's this sense of awe. There's this sense of just wonder, endearment that comes over our being. When we say, wow, look at us on this planet Earth, flying around the sun, sure, caught in the particulars, but not caught in the little things. Because so often these particulars that we get caught in are minute details, just the things of life. We get caught in little drama. We get caught in laundry, and we get caught in doing the dishes. And we get caught at being stuck at a red light. We get caught in traffic. We get caught at our boss being a little upset with us. We get caught at the little bickering that goes on between our family. We get caught at the little things. But we don't recognize the love. We don't recognize the life around us. We don't recognize the divine creation that has sprung up from planet Earth and allowed us to have this human civilization where we can love and create and communicate and fly rocket ships at the stars. Because there's so much greatness around us at all times. But we neglect to notice it when we're caught in the particulars, when we're caught in the secular. And the spiritual world is something that a lot of people believe is separate from themselves. They believe, oh, I need to meditate to be spiritual. I need to take psychedelics or go on an ayahuasca trip to be spiritual. Oh, you know what? I'd really do better if I eat healthy. That would be a little bit more spiritual. Or you know what? Maybe I should play an instrument. That would be spiritual. Some people say, oh, I'll pray to be spiritual. But that's just a piece of the spiritual. Those are spiritual practices, right? Because the spiritual practice is to integrate the spiritual into the material. Spiritual practices are designed for us to integrate the spiritual into the material world, the physical world, real fucking life. So if you are secluding yourself to go on a silent retreat or go meditate in the mountains, great, all power to you. But remember that the real work is done when you're with your family. The real work is done in your occupation, in finding your purpose. The real work is done when you can have real world conversations from an elevated, spiritual, conscious perspective that loves, that accepts, that forgives. The spiritual is not something separate, because there's so many spiritual people that get caught in real shit that matters. Like family. I mean, these are my values. I value family. I value creating. I value respecting other people and uplifting people. I value service to other people. Right? And there's spiritual people that want to leave the world because they think the spiritual world is different than the material world. And oh, some people are going to get stuck in the 3D. Oh, I'll be safe. I'll be in the 5D. We're all here together. We are all here on this planet Earth together. And it is our duty as a spiritual person to offer our service, to offer our light in this real world. So I stand here in a suit in the middle of the woods, the material in the divine, in the spiritual, because there's so much divinity around us, and sometimes we have to take ourselves out of the monotony of day to day to really recognize it. Sometimes we need to smell the roses. Sometimes we need to go spend a weekend in a cabin in the woods. Sometimes we need to just sit on our porch and drink a coffee and take a deep breath. Come back to the spiritual, because the spiritual is a practice. And the more you practice the spiritual, the more spiritual you could be in the material. But they're not separate things. The spiritual and the material are not two different things that you could flip-flop between. Oh, the 5D, the 3D, the spiritual, the profane. No. Constantly caught in particulars. Remember, put your awareness in the particulars, because you'll find yourself particularizing everything. And when we take a step back and we say, you know, let me not particularize everything. Let me not ask how old the baby is. Let me not call that girl beautiful. Let me not say this was a hard day at work. Let me not say, wow, this is a really long light that I'm sitting at. You see, we label and we restrict our experience of reality instead of just appreciating it for what it is and loving it as we are. So take that deep breath, click subscribe on the channel, watch another video down here. I fucking love you. You're great. So I appreciate you being here. I make all sorts of videos on self-realization, consciousness, spiritual awakening, navigating this real life as a spiritual person. So much love for you being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's hang out a bit more. So much peace, so much love. Namaste. I'll see you on the other side.